Right, this is the first print with the new direct drive head, or hot end, or whatever you want to call it. Appears to have worked. Eight hours, 29 minutes, 21 seconds. And it's only just finished. We've just got home. That's dropping down. Still quite warm. So I'll leave it before we take it off. And then we'll find out whether it works, because it's a print in place. I can't even say it. Print in place, all in one, four-wheel drive buggy. It's only a push along. But we'll have a look a little bit later. Hi guys. One of my YouTube buddies suggested I had a look at this. Sent me a picture of it. I had to track it down and eventually found it on Cults by Extreme 3D Prints. There'll be a link in the video description so you can download your own if you want to. It's one of those print in place, so you just print it all in one go and then it should run straight away. It's a little four-wheel drive buggy push along. I've printed it with a raft. It does say that you don't need anything, any supports of any sort, but I was having trouble with my printer, so I went for safety. So let's see if we can get that off. And that has come off nicely. I've done some work on my 3D printer. Got a direct drive nozzle on it now, and dual Z drives, or Z drives. Right, so in theory we just work on this a little bit and it should be free running. Oh, look at that. It's going to take a bit of wearing in, I would think, but actually it's not taking very much at all. That's going straight away. So as you can see, I'm turning the front wheels and the back ones are turning, because you've got a big cog in the middle, joining it all together. This is relevant to a conversation I was having with somebody on one of my videos about 3D printing, about what you can print vertically or with overhangs without having supports coming up underneath, and that's how this has been designed. All these curves and slopes are designed so you can actually build from the base all in one go without having extra support layers to support these bits that are sticking out. It's all to do with the angles. I thought that was a convenient thing to print that, to be able to actually discuss or highlight what I'm talking about. If you were just trying to print, if that was flat instead of cone shaped, then you'd have to have support layers coming up right from the bottom here, right up to underneath it, so you could print it, because you can't print on fresh air. You actually need something underneath it to print. And that does appear to have worked okay. So all it is just a push along. It needs to grip on something to actually push along. Yeah, there we are. The more you do that, the more it's going to free up and the easier it's going to go. I'll put a link to the guy's actual video if I can find it, because he's got it just very smoothly rolling along. And that is freeing up. The more I do it, the more it's freeing up. We'll see if we can get it going on the floor. So it is just push along. There's no magnets or battery or anything like that involved, no electric motor. I expect, depending on how heavy you print it, in other words, how much infill you use, depends on how much momentum it will build up when you push it. Because the heavier it is, the further it will go, so it's got more momentum to keep it going. Talking about printing the overhang bit, you can just see there, it's gone a little bit stringy. I don't know, because it's black, you might not be able to see it. But yeah, that's definitely gone a bit stringy there, because it was printed that way up, so that bit of overhang there was a little bit much for it. And we got these little stringy bits hanging down. So it struggled there. There's a little bit, looks a little bit wrinkly on the underside there. A little bit there as well. So it did struggle to do that. Yeah, in fact, the more I look at that, can we get that close up? Right, yeah, you can see here, it's a little bit wrinkly. There's some layers that are hanging loose where they were trying to print on fresh air. There's the other bit I was showing you. Yeah, just here. That should be smooth. It shouldn't have that little loop there. That's where the filament's just hanging in the breeze rather than sticking to, well, it had nothing to stick to, so that's why it's hanging in the breeze. So bottom edge is fine, top edge is not perfect. It's not bad, but it's not perfect. And the camera's in focus. Right, I'll give it a little push on the floor, see how far it goes. All right. Not quite as free as it is in his video. I'll go and try lubricating it, see if that'll help. Oh, that's loosened up fine now. So there we go, it works. Every time I use it, it's loosening up a bit more. So it's going along nicely now. It was just a handy object to print to test my new hot end on my Creality Ender 3D. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.